So I was asked, where you been, bro? Where are all the Penguin videos? Where are all the Agatha All Along videos? Backstory, context. Here are the Spark Notes. Fuck if that didn't just age me because I don't even think they use Spark Notes anymore. I do believe that the current way in which they do things is Cliff Notes. Like 3, 4 weeks ago, I was driving home and I had a panic attack. Uh, Work, life, content creation was just at a crazy imbalance and it was stressing me out. Didn't realize how stressed I was until like my hands started shaking when I was driving home. Decided to scale back a little bit, wasn't making videos as much anymore. Decided to just focus on myself, which is something I said in another video about focusing on my mental health. Really need to take the time away from that. Read a few books, kicked my feet back, drank some coffee, doing a whole lot better now. Because 3 weeks ago, I'm fairly certain I would have checked myself in Arkham Asylum if I was kind of going at the same pace that I had been going the entire time. Uh, Good thing I fucking didn't, because Arkham Asylum is goddamn terrifying in this universe. As somebody who's played Batman games and as somebody who has read Batman comics, Arkham Asylum always seems as though it had two levels. One level was where they put like the Joker and that's where Hugo Strange was essentially operating, right? And then Arkham Asylum above ground was like, oh, this person kind of just had a breakdown, and I'm a simple therapist and I'm here to assist them. No, Matt Reeves' universe, Arkham Asylum is death. Like you get sent in there, there's a chance that you do not make it out in any way, shape, or form. Like we thought Arkham Asylum was all silent prison cells, kind of like where they stuck Riddler and where they stuck Joker. Hell nah. Arkham Asylum has Gen Pop, and Gen Pop is terrifying. I wouldn't want to be locked away in Arkham Asylum in any way, shape, or form. But this show has given me, and I'm gonna say something just I thought Catherine Hahn was going to be my favorite female character for this year. She was absolutely eating up every single fucking scene as Agatha in her show. She was doing a phenomenal job. And she ended that show doing a phenomenal job. Taking a step back, Cristin Milioti. Girl. How I Met Your Mama has been doing just, if Catherine Hahn has been giving us A plus, she's been giving us S plus. She is S tier. It's that feeling that I used to get when I played Star Wars Galaxy Heroes back in the day, and you went to draw a hero and you got like a 6-star, maybe General Kenobi, and you're like, this is the tits. Then you roll one more time and you get yourself a 7-star Anakin Skywalker, and you're like, you know what? Or a 7-star Thrawn, you're like, you know what? Didn't expect to get you on one pull. Thought I was gonna be here all goddamn night. Super fucking excited that you're here. Every single week, I look forward to seeing her on my TV screen to give me more Sofia Falcone. Her Sofia Falcone is up here. It is the definition of a good person turned into a villain by the people around her that she loves. And I love the fact that her character has gone from this scorned woman betrayed by her father, who had all of his lies and his crimes and his deceits basically thrusted on her so that he can continue living in the shadows, and she was sent off to Arkham. And then watching how Arkham dehumanized her, broke her down, and basically turned her from a human into essentially a subhuman who had to do anything in order to survive. Where at first she was allowing herself in Arkham to put her faith in people, in another inmate, in a therapist, in her lawyer, in her brother. And then you watch as each and every one of those is scratched away. And she realizes, I can't rely on anyone in this place. All I can rely on is myself. And that is where her first kill comes from. And then we don't really get any more about how many people she beat the shit out of in Arkham. Like, we get her first kill, and then it kind of zooms forward to her release. But it's kind of like this caged animal, with this wild caged animal that has been locked away for the longest time, attempting to reintegrate itself into society, attempting to reintegrate itself into its pack. And the pack is terrified of it. They're afraid of it because of all the rumors, because of all the things that they've heard on TV from reporters calling her a butcher and a monster and all of these things, from the way in which she's essentially viewed by the people of Gotham, and then 100 times more intense by the people that she's supposed to be able to rely on and call family, who know it's a lie because they were in on the lie when Carmine ordered them to lie on her, and her realizing that she doesn't fit in here anymore. And if she doesn't fit in here anymore, she needs to carve out her own part of the world for herself. And she's willing to destroy all of them. All of them have got to go. The one person she can rely on is her brother. He's gone. And now that he's gone, the rest of them can be gone too. So good. Watching her get revenge. First off, watching them set themselves up for failure, and you're like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all just consistently underestimate her because you think she's just a crazy woman. But she's been watching everything, and she knows that Oz is full of shit. And she allows herself to put a little bit of faith in him because he's the best bullshitter in the business. And then when he finally betrays her, she realizes, okay, I can't rely on the people that are around me right now. I got to get rid of all of these motherfuckers. And she takes them all down. Leaps what's his name? Johnny Vici? Whatever the hell his name is. Well, he's from the future G.I. Joe film, which is crazy that that's where I remember him from. But he's also from House of Cards, and he's also from Law Abiding Citizen. He's been popping up in a lot of stuff. Him and Clancy Brown just pop up in stuff, and they're always pretty solid and always fucking good. But taking all these people out, creating a new family, and then that scene between both her and Oswald's mom, where she's trying to present herself as like this new person. I'm not a Falcone. I've taken my mother's last name. I'm a Gigante now. And Oswald's mom is like, cut the shit. You can call yourself a Gigante, but at the end of the day, everything that you're doing is from the Falcone playbook. You're not doing anything new. You're not reinventing the fucking wheel. You're doing the exact same things your father did. Like, you wiped out the entire Falcone family the way in which your father wiped out the Maronis. You're running around trying to get Oz, wiping out his men on the streets the same way your father used to run a gang war. You're holed up here in the Falcone mansion the same way your pops was held up, was holed up in the Iceberg Lounge. You're doing the same things. Nothing has changed. And it's like a light bulb goes off in her head. Because the entire time, she was the caged animal. She's now realizing the cage isn't there anymore. Yeah, she killed all those other people, but she didn't realize at that point in time that the cage was gone. Now she's starting to realize the cage is gone. I don't have to play by their rules. I can play by my own fucking rules, and I can do whatever the hell I want. So the drug business that I wanted to take from Oz and make my own, that's some shit that my father would do. Fuck that. Blows up the entire drug business. And I was really afraid that she had killed Oz's mother. Because I was like, after that scene between the both of them, that's something her dad would do. Her dad would send the bomb and the body. The body was to make you realize that you're going to lose something too. And then the bomb was to see if I could kill you after you realize that fact, if you're willing to just sit there and take it. No. Saves Oz's mom, blows up his entire operation, goes and gets him so that he needs to be dragged to where she's at, and then she spends a little bit of time going around breaking the mysticism and the mirage that Oz had basically built around himself, going to the prostitutes and like, yeah, Oz knew the entire time that Falcone was the one killing your girls, and he knew that after I was put in jail that my father was still going to kill your girls. taking his mother along so that she can try and break through that ice to make her probably realize that Oz is the monster, especially after we got the backstory where he's the reason why his brothers died. He never explained that to his mother. His mother basically said that she spent all night going to the police, going to other people, asking them to help her find them. And she couldn't find them that night when she knew that they should have been home. Oz never told her the truth. She's believed this entire time that they were taken by the city. Sophia feeling empathy for her, and then she gets smacked in the face for it, which is fucking hilarious. But then her also going to that little girl that she didn't choose to kill and having empathy for her as well. Love it. Absolutely love it. She's doing a fantastic job on this show. I really can't wait to basically sit down and see what else she's going to give us before this series is over. And I'm really hoping that this ends up being a springboard for her character to end up getting more roles. Now that we know that she doesn't always have to be like that cutesy character or that ditzy character. No, she can be that stone cold character. She can be that character that brings it. Love it. Love it. I love when I see people that defy expectation. Because going into this, I feel as though a lot of people, and I even made a reference in the beginning, remember her from How I Met Your Mother, or remember her from like some of her smaller roles. So going into it, you wouldn't think that she would be the show stealer. Nah, she's a show stealer. And she absolutely deserves every bit of praise that she's currently getting right now. But like I said, we're back on we're back in production mode, boys. We'll be talking about the Penguin. Probably have a review episode for the next episode when it drops on Sunday. And then we're going to be doing like these small little highlights. I got another one that I'm probably going to do for Oz later on because he's an absolute fucking irredeemable scumbag. But that's further on down the pipe. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.